I see you. Welcome back to Cravings Food Adventures. I'm Karen Ahmed. It's November and you know what that means. We have some serious falala good times coming up. These samosa pinwheels are amazing. I love to make these ahead and stick them in my freezer, and I have them on hand to serve at a holiday soiree, game night, or even as a snack. Now, who doesn't love a samosa? But in this case, we have reinvented the pinwheel. I know you're dying to know how to make this recipe. Before I go any further, please do make sure you subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every week. Also, make sure to ring the bell. That's YouTube's new bell icon that will notify you every time I upload a new video. Now let's get rolling. I'm going to start with 3 medium potatoes. This is about 15 ounces. That's roughly about 433 grams. I'm just going to peel these and then slice them before cutting them into cubes. I'm going to add some salt to a pot of water, and I'm just going to bring this to the boil. I'm going to add my potatoes and I'm going to cook these until they are done. There are 2 reasons I'm boiling cubed potatoes rather than just boiling a whole potato. 1, this method takes a bit longer to prep, but it cooks much faster and more evenly. And 2, I will explain later in the video. I'm just going to take this off the heat now and drain it. In a saute pan, I'm going to heat up some oil and add a half teaspoon of cumin seeds. I'm also going to add a half cup of finely diced onions, and I'm just going to cook this for a few minutes to get rid of that raw onion flavor. The onions now have a nice color, so I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of minced green chilies and 2 tablespoons of grated ginger. Because this filling is going to be exposed in this recipe, I'm trying to make the mixture as dry as possible. Saute this for a minute to release the raw flavor from the ginger. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon each of cumin and red chili powder and half a teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric is what's going to give these samosa pinwheels that beautiful golden glow. Mix these together, and before the spices start to burn, I'm going to quickly add the potato we boiled earlier, and I'm going to allow these cubes to get coated in the spices. Add a few tablespoons of water as needed. We want it dry, but not too dry. Taste for salt and add salt to taste. Now it's time for me to bring out my old trusty potato masher, and I'm going to partially mash the potatoes, leaving a few small chunks. Turn the heat off. Now this is the reason why I boiled my potatoes in cubes rather than just boil the whole potato. The little chunks in the finished product look really attractive. Add a 1/4 cup of finely chopped coriander and leave this aside to cool. While this is cooling, I'm going to work on the dough. I have 2 cups of presifted all-purpose flour, and I'm just going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of caraway seeds. Now this is also known as bishop's weed, and in Hindi we call it ajwain. It's from the cumin family and it's great for digestion. I'm also going to add 3 tablespoons of oil. You can use butter or ghee if you like. Similar to a short crust pastry, you want to work in that oil so you're left with a really nice crumbly mixture. This dough is best kneaded by hand. You really get a feel for how the dough is shaping up, but if you prefer, you can use your stand mixer. Once the flour mixture feels grainy, I know that the oil has been well incorporated. I'm now going to add some warm water, about a tablespoon at a time, till my dough just about comes together. You will need approximately a 1/4 to a half cup of water. For the samosa wrapper, I'm looking for a more hard and sturdy dough, so add less water than you would if you were making a bread or roti dough. Now this is going to take some time, but I'm going to keep working this till it comes together. If you have a stand mixer, this would be a good time to transfer it and allow the machine to do the kneading. This has almost come together now. I'm just going to oil my hands and I'm going to form this into a ball. Cover this with cling film and I'm going to leave this aside to allow the gluten to relax for about 30 minutes. The dough is now ready and the filling is cool, so it's time to get these pinwheels rolling. Divide the dough in half and on a floured surface, I'm going to roll out half of the dough till it's about a few millimeters thick. Remember, even after the gluten has relaxed, this is a sturdier dough, so put plenty of pressure to roll this out. Using a ruler or anything with a straight edge, I'm just going to cut myself a rectangle. Once you have a rectangle, it's easier to roll it a little bit thinner. I'm going to do the same with the second half and I'm going to cut this into a rectangle as well. Now I'm going to try and match up these two rectangles so they're approximately the same width and height. Lay one of the rectangles down and spoon the filling onto the sheet. I'm going to use a butter knife to spread this thin all over the pinwheel right up to the edge. Be careful to spread this as evenly as possible. There's always a tendency to pile up the filling in the middle, so do take your time to spread it to the edges. Leaving about 2 centimeters at the bottom, I'm going to brush that area with water. Now roll the pinwheel and seal. To give the pinwheel some extra crispiness, I'm just adding about a half teaspoon of semolina to the bottom and I'm going to roll the pinwheel on it. Repeat the same with the other rectangle. Now these are done, but if you plan to cut them, it would be somewhat difficult to get a clean cut. So the best thing to do is to wrap these in cling film and stick them in the freezer for about 1 to 2 hours till they're nice and firm. Now if you're wondering what I did with those scraps of dough, I did reuse them off camera and I got 2 more rolls out of these. These pinwheels are ready. They're now chilled but not frozen and it's perfect and they're going to be really easy to cut. Use a sharp knife and cut slices. If you want to freeze these, you can just store these flat in a Ziploc bag in the freezer. Look at these delicious little chunks of potato in the filling. They look gorgeous. Now if you're ready to cook these samosa pinwheels, just heat up some oil and I have a cornstarch slurry here. This is literally just cornstarch and water. I'm adding a tiny bit of turmeric to this so it doesn't leave a white coating on the exterior. Dip both sides of this pinwheel in the cornstarch slurry and just add it to the hot oil. Now this is an important step. The cornstarch is going to prevent the filling from falling out. Trust me, I've made the mistake of not using it and I got pinwheels without filling and a pot full of unusable oil. These are delicious. I love to serve them garnished with some fresh coriander and drops of tamarind chutney. Thank you so much for joining me in Cravings Food Adventures. I know you love this recipe. These samosa pinwheels are super cute and they are the talk of the party. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, guys. I upload new videos every week. Share my channel and my videos with your family and friends. I really hope to hit 20,000 subscribers by the end of the year and I'm this close, so please help me get there. Also ring the bell, that's YouTube's new bell icon. It will notify you every time I upload a new video. And the fun doesn't stop there. I'm on social. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, and even Snapchat. Till I see you next time, take care, guys.